Looks like I'm live. God, a good thing I noticed that, right? Question is today, should bicyclists require licenses? The question's come up before, but it's now time to address it again. How you doing, everyone? Should cyclists require licenses? Yes, the answer is yes. By the way, before we get going, while people gather around, I had a busy day. I overdid it. I created and posted 3 travel videos. That's not a good idea. I think it's just not a good idea. It's not a balanced way to live. I would like you to see them, though. And here's how you see them. You just Google Bradley J Travel and subscribe. Google Bradley J Travel. Boom. Or search YouTube for Bradley J Travel. No, just Google Bradley J Travel. Which at that point now, that's pretty good, right? And back to the bicycles. I'm a pedestrian. I'm not a bicycle rider, so I don't have all the sympathy and empathy for bicyclists that bicyclists do. I don't drive much. I kind of feel about cyclists like cyclists feel about automobile drivers. I have to watch out for them or they'll hit me. Just a little bit of a heads up for you in the new world. If there's a bike lane, you have to look both ways, not only to cross the street, but you have to do this looking both ways for the bike lane too, because you'll get hit and hurt badly. Maybe not killed, but something will break. Now, should cyclists have licenses that can be revoked? Yeah. And if they continue to ride a bike without a license, there should be sterner measures that would include at some point jail, because it's dangerous. There are all kinds of situations in which cyclists abuse the situation. They will blow through traffic lights, endangering themselves and others. They will ride at night with no light and no reflective gear, endangering themselves and others. They will, and at intersections now that have dedicated cyclist stoplights with a little bicycle icon that lights up like an actual stoplight, that allows you to turn right knowing that the cyclist you won't be hitting a cyclist because they have a red light while you turn right. If they blow through that, they should also get a ding on their license, revoked or whatever, fined or whatever. The reason being is that while if you're in an automobile, you're probably not going to get killed by a bicycle. Your life will be forever changed. Your life will be killed. Your life as you know it will be killed if you kill a cyclist. Your life will be dead. Your whole life is gone. You'll be sued. You may be sued. You have to live with this on your conscience. And even if nothing happens, you drive in fear. I've seen close calls all the time. You drive in fear. You take a right turn, and you won't see the cyclist coming up behind you. And they'll hit you. You hit them, and they die, and you're on the hook for it. Firstly, if cyclist violates the law and you hurt them, if you're doing the right thing, you're doing your best, and they break the law, they break the traffic rules, and they get hurt, you should not have to be on the hook insurance-wise. It should be automatic that they cannot sue you. If a cyclist is riding at night without any reflective gear or any lights on the bike, actually, it should be reflective gear, because stupid little lights on the back of a bike don't help. They don't. Big, bright, flashing lights do. But those are irritating to me, the pedestrian, but whatever. If a cyclist is riding at night without reflective gear, it should be a full-on reflective jacket or shirt. That should be not some armband, not some little blinky light on the top of their head. That should be the rule. And if it's broken, they should get fined, their license revoked, and you should not be on the hook if something happens because you couldn't see them because they weren't wearing anything. Agreed. Where'd Bradford go? There he is. They don't pay excise tax and they get their own lane. Yeah, let's have them pay excise tax. Why not? Although, how much would that be? I don't know. A percent of a bike? What is the percent of excise tax, Bradford? And if your bike costs $39.99, if it's $5,000, that's one thing. But the bike I had and I sold was a good one. I sold it for, I can't remember, but it was like $100. I don't know what the excise tax on that would be. My big beef is a couple of things. The arrogance of the cyclists just disobeying the laws. And B, the fact that they put your life in danger, your life as you know it, because if you kill them or maim them, you look like the bad guy or bad girl, which is a complete bummer. So there's that. Anyone want to comment on that? That's fine. Bradford Curry, what's going on with you? Bradford, do you want to be a guest? I bet you do. I bet you would. You call the radio station once in a while. On certain topics, you may want to be a guest. So if you do, PM me an email. PM me your email. And I'll send you an invite. It might be good to have one guest a show here. I'm super sad. I cannot talk about it. I just want to let you know that Daisy, beloved, sweet Daisy, 19 years old, passed away. And it's brutal. If you have a dog, it's brutal. The reason I bring that up is because someone sent flowers. And there's no notice on there who they're from. So I'm not able to thank them, which is a kind of a bummer. I call the florist and no one answers at the florist. So whoever it was, please let me know it was you and thank you. Jeff Gunter. Jeff, you're new. How many people are out there that I never, ever hear from? I guess it's just like on the radio. How many people are out there that never, ever called? Coming to us from Facebook. As a bike rider, I've always assumed the motorists don't see me or they ignore me. I've used my flashing light and reflective gear when I've walked at night. Motorists still insist not slowing down or moving over a bit. I've had to jump across ditches to keep from being hit. You mean by walking? In walking? Yeah. In the winter, I have a full-on orange, like highway safety worker coat. It's a Helly Hansen, complete orange, reflective stripes. And I will tell, and I say, I disagree. My experience is different, Jeff. When I'm standing at the crosswalk with that orange coat on, people that would never stop or slow down before stop or slow down. And they give me more space. Instead of creeping right up to the crosswalk, they kind of back off. I don't know if it's because they respect that I'm helping them out by wearing that, or because they think I'm a cop, or what. Maybe it's the latter. But fashion, when I'm walking at night, fashion goes down the drain. There's no fashion involved. It's this orange coat. It's all function. And there you go. Jeff, I'm glad you joined us. I try to like riding a bike. My brother's very much into bike riding. He's got an expensive, nice bike. And I tried to get into it this spring. But I'm changing, and that doesn't do it for me. Walking does it for me. It's like another thing that has to be fixed and maintained and stored and everything. And it hurt my butt. It doesn't seem healthy. I don't think humans were designed, frankly, to sit their weight on their butt like that. The bicycle is a relatively recent invention, and humans haven't really had the chance to evolve a body that really is made for a bike. I don't think it's good for your man parts. I just don't. Well, I know it's not. Some people that ride bikes, they get erectile dysfunction because they're crushing their prostate or whatever, crushing some sort of nerve. I'll take this comment down there. By the way, let me know when my beard gets too long so it's weird looking. It's getting pretty long. I'm loving it. I like the shape. I got some beard oil. I don't really like the smell of it, but it was $10 and I feel like I have to use it up, even though I have other beard oil that I like better. And I guess that'll be it for today because it's Sunday, right? One tip, if you're looking for something to watch on TV and if you've never seen Friday Night Lights, it's a good show. Super duper good. I had no idea it was going to be so good, but Charles Laquidara, he turned me on to it, and now I can't get enough of it. There are 4 or 5 seasons. The first season has 22 episodes or something crazy like that. And I guess that'll do it. I need to take Molly out. And Molly's a little dog. And make sure she's squared away. And then sort of settle in for the night. I'm trying, rather than looking, I always need something to look forward to. So rather than looking forward to drinking that night and having that cocktail, I'm trying to look forward to getting up in the morning and starting to be productive and looking forward to that nice feeling of sleep. If you drink before bed much, it messes up your sleep. I slept actually too much last night. If I sleep 7 hours, it's good. If I sleep 8 hours, I start to get weird dreams. If I sleep 9 hours, it's dream city. Final comment from Jeff here. A couple comments. Yes, while walking along the road with no sidewalk, I always slow down for walkers or bike riders. Even sometimes stop. Yeah, I don't blame you. All right. Well, thanks very much, my friends. Do me the favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jay Talking Travel. Sorry, Bradley J Travel. Bradley J Travel. Google Bradley J Travel. And there it will be. Just click on it and hit subscribe. We're only 20 away from 1,000 subscriptions, 1,000 subs. It's a fun goal. I like doing it. I like putting the videos up just to catalog, to have all those trips in one place so I can enjoy them myself. They all have, most of them where it's appropriate, have original background music, soundtrack music. They're all narrated, and I pay attention to the editing. One thing I have to talk about, just briefly, speaking of editing. I watch tutorials all the time on YouTube. It's kind of what the TV I watch. That's what I watch. I want to learn something. So I watch tutorials. Apple Logic, the music production software, is one of the subjects. And what kids are doing, people, I guess, mostly kids, they're doing now, they just do chop edits. And Bradford, you probably hate this because you're old school and you're a video guy. They won't do it over. Say they say a sentence or a paragraph and there's a mistake. They'll just chop it out and it go jerk to just these terrible edits with no effort to make it quality. It's just edit, jump. It's like they said it wrong. They said it again. They just cut out the wrong part and didn't do anything. No fade, no nothing. Just boop, 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 boop. It's lame. Lame ass. I wonder, since I pay attention to quality like that, is that going to be good for me? Or is this weird jump cut going to become a new thing? Like almost something good, like auto-tune. Like auto-tune went from becoming a lame crutch to a sound, a desired effect. Is this stupid effect going to be a desired effect? I hope not. I can't bring myself to do it. It's gross. Like so much else these days. Stephen, Jeff, Bradford C. Proud WBCN ball buster. He has the pictures to prove it. Bradford, who's the coolest? He was my producer at BCN. Who's the coolest person you met at BCN? Are you still there, Bradford? I mean, the biggest star. Or your favorite star. He may not be there anymore. Bradford Curie, where are you? Nope. Okay. Well, I'll say goodbye now. Molly has been very good. She's young, so she doesn't have to go out that much. And that is easier. Sam Kinison. Oh, so you met Sam Kinison. It was at a softball game, right? You need to tell that story. I remember it was at a softball game, but I don't remember where. Where was that softball game? Was it Revere, Medford, something like that? Is that where you met him, or did you meet him in the studio? When I think of Sam Kinison, I always think of Jeff Myro. But you were there too, huh? Wow. I did not see, for some reason, I was at that game, I think. Maybe I just saw the pictures. But I guess I couldn't have been there, or I would have played. As far as my favorite softball game, that would be Joan Jett. You were probably there for that one, Bradford. Joan Jett played second base. I played shortstop. Newburyport. Wow. Okay. Well, this has gone on far too long. I'll talk to you probably, what's tomorrow? Monday. Yeah, probably talk to you tomorrow. All righty. Bye-bye now.